Hello, boys and girls. This week, I am going to teach you how to make text-to-world connections. This is our last week in making connections. In the past, so far, you've made text-to-self connections and text-to-text connections. This week, you're going to make text-to-world connections. This is where you connect a book and its events to things that can happen or are happening in the world around us. For example, this book is made about trees and includes chapter on tree varieties. The connection that this child made was that oak trees can be found in many regions across the U.S. So text-to-world connections are when you are connecting the story you're reading to something happening in the world around us. Here are some examples. You can make a connection from a book to something that has happened in your community or in our world. A character might remind you of a real person you've learned about on the news, in books, or in history. Maybe the setting of the story is connected to a real place, or the same true event happened in the story that happened in real life. So I'm going to make a text-to-world connection to a story that you are familiar with. In the last couple weeks, you read a story called Clara and Philip the Turtle. This was about a little girl who found a turtle in her lawn, and it was injured, and they took care of it and released it back into the wild. So I'm going to choose a part of the story, and I'm going to connect it to something that is happening in the world around us. So when I read the part about Philip the turtle and he got injured by the lawnmower, well, I think about what I see, hear, and learn about in my world. Well, this reminded me that there are turtle crossing signs on some roads to warn drivers. This helps turtles not get injured. If you've ever driven toward the beach or the shore, maybe you've seen these signs on the side of the road because there are a lot of turtles near the beach and the bays. The other part that stuck out to me was when Philip's arm is healed and Clara lets him go back into the backyard. Well, this reminded me of other animals that are injured and released. I know that SeaWorld takes in injured sea animals and helps them heal and releases them back into the wild. So I was able to take a part of the story and make a connection to something that happens in our world. So here's your assignment for the week. The first thing you're going to do is watch the read aloud, The Apple Pie Tree. Next, you're going to make 2 text-to-world connections, just like I did with Clara and Philip. You're going to choose 2 different parts where the book was connected to something in our community, the world, or in history. You're going to review your responses and share it with your teacher. Make sure you turn it in. Then, you're going to choose 1 more read aloud to watch. You get to choose either The Great Kapok Tree or When Spring Comes. You only have to do 1. You're going to complete the Kapok Spring for whichever book you are choosing, and you're going to turn it into your teacher after you've made 2 more connections to the world. Both sheets are due by Friday. Good luck!